What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. How about a mint 1998 Ford Explorer XLT with 105,000 miles on the odometer? Looks like it's got good tires, good paint, good body. This is a pretty slick unit right here, guys. I wonder what this thing is going for. Oh, wait a minute. I already sold it. I just wanted to take a quick look at it. Boy, it is filthy dirty. Man, I sent this thing here with clean tires. I feel so bad. I took the time to really clean this thing up. I cleaned the tires, I washed it. I even put tire shine on it, thinking that when the new owner gets it, it's gonna look brand spanking new. Instead, when the new owner gets it, it's gonna look like this. It looks horrible. It's covered in dirt and grime and oh, I feel so bad. I'm assuming whoever bought it must have been a viewer of the channel. And hopefully you see this video, probably not because it's a walk around video, but man, I apologize. I worked so hard to make this thing look good for you. Hopefully, the battery is still charged and it still fires right up. As you can see, it's got both key fobs. I always love finding my vehicles out here at the yard. Oh, she's out of gas. I forgot to put gas in it. Oh, I forgot. I meant to put gas in it. I totally forgot. But it did fire right up. That battery is strong. We brought that battery back to life. So that's a good thing. And obviously it's still running. It is so windy out here today. Runs great. Air conditioning is still running nice and cold. I don't know who bought this. I have no clue who actually bought this, but I want to say this, man. The cost of this after fees, I had it listed for $39.95. After fees, over $5 grand. Someone really wanted this Ford Explorer. Over 5 G's for this thing. My goodness, man. That is steep. Not too shabby for a vehicle that was $500. Don't tell me the doors just locked on us and we locked the keys in. I didn't touch anything. Come on now. Yeah, how about this? Why don't we push the unlock button? Let's make sure all the doors are unlocked. You don't have to stress over it. But here it is. This is important. When I find them out here, it's important that I can walk around, show you it still runs and all that other stuff, and you can see the condition of the body now, because I actually had one the other day that came back to me in an email, and he was kind of upset, not at me, but it was the Tesla, the 2013 Tesla P85. It had damage to the passenger door, significant damage, like boom, all right here. It was really bad. I mean, it was a good size smack and dent in the door. And it took him, I don't know, like 15, 20 days before it finally showed up. He told me that the delivery driver, I think it was Ready Logistics, the truck broke down and then the delivery driver quit and left the semi-truck with all of the cars and just walked away. And it took him forever to get it back. And then when he got it, the door smashed. So he had a horrible experience with the transportation situation. He had a horrible experience with it being damaged. Thankfully, in the video, I showed clearly the body and everything so he could see that it wasn't damaged. And it's even better if I can find him sitting out here at Copart so you can see clearly as it is sitting right here in the yard today. This is exactly what it looks like, and this better be exactly what you get. Now here's something kind of cool. I don't know what it is about these little Volvo S60s, but I kind of like the little things. I can't explain it. It's got to be just something to do with the body, the design of it. It's kind of a cool looking car in my opinion. This one, it's got a lot of clear coat peel. It's got a lot of hail damage. This is one I probably pass on because it has both hail damage and clear coat. The clear coat damage, no big deal. Hail damage, no big deal. But when you combine the two, it becomes kind of a big deal because now you got to get paint done. Paint? Okay, I got a guy for that out at Mako, man. No big deal. We could reshoot this thing in a few days. It'd be back on the road again. But now you got hail damage too. So now you're talking about PDR work and you're talking about paint work, and you haven't even gotten in to the car, to the car yet to find out. Well, it's not. Well, she must have some miles on her. She smells pretty bad. Looks like somebody's wearing cowboy boots or heels, dug them right into the floor there, man, went all the way through the foam padding and everything. Good Lord. Yeah, it's a little rough. This is way rough. This is way rough. Oh, that seat's, it rocks. Wow, the seat literally, that's not normal. That's not safe. Dead as a doornail. Yeah, you can clearly see the dome lights very, very dim. Yeah. All right, well, that's okay. Because even though I like the little car, this is not one that I think I would, I don't think I'd be interested in this one at all. How about a 2016 Fiat 500X? I know Fiat's got a bad reputation, don't they? They really, really do. And I don't know why. To me, I think they're great little cars. Okay, I'm kidding. They're probably not great little cars. And this one's not actually little. This one's kind of big. It's the 500X. It's a big one. It's a good-sized car. Does that power? It does. You got plenty of storage space back here. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I know you're going to judge me for it, but that's okay. I like this. I actually do. I like this one. If I was going to get a Fiat, the only Fiat that I've ever really considered was an Abarth. For some reason, I have a weird attraction to that little car, and I really want to get my hands on one someday. Maybe. Possibly. But this one, I don't know what it is. It's like they took a little bitty Fiat and they made it really, really big. For a Fiat anyway. This is actually a good sized car. It smells like pot. It smells very strongly of pot. Wow. This one fires up. 105,000 miles, which means it's probably due for its third engine, second transmission, and probably a full set of CV axles, all new suspension. Electronics are probably shot by now, twice over. I'm kidding. I'm gonna make a lot of Fiat people mad. I'm joking. This isn't too shabby, man. This is decent, especially for 100,000 miles on it. I mean, obviously Fiat is Chrysler. Everybody knows that. So do with that what you will. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I'm indifferent. I don't really care, man. I like cars. I'm not one of those guys that goes out and you know, picks brands. I like just about everything except for Chevrolet, because I'm not going to tell the story again. I do still like Chevrolet. I just refuse to go out and buy a brand new Corvette ever again after my experience. Let's see if this one goes into gear. Does it have a backup camera? It does. A crappy one. That's a really crappy. That's a horrible backup camera. It says that it's been averaging 23 miles a gallon. That's, you know, that's not great. But I guess maybe that's just all this thing's capable of doing. Let's turn on the air conditioning, see if it works. And then I'm going to pop the hood real quick because I just want to see what's under it. I know it's going to be some little turbo 4-cylinder. Probably the same thing that Dodge used and everything, like what they called multi-air. They're little multi-air engines. The air conditioning, well, may not work. Steering is super light, man. Like, I mean, light as a feather the steering is. Wow. Obviously, like I showed you, important window works. Less important window works. Don't believe that air conditioning is doing anything for us at all. And I hear the fender catching the door, so I'm thinking it's been in an accident. You got some wires down here that are cut, a red and a pink wire that have been cut. Well, that can't be good. See what I mean? I told you the wiring was probably due. I was half joking, but tires are decent on this. Kumos. And let's see, what multi-air engine? Is it the 2.4? Is it a turbo? It's the 2.4. Naturally aspirated. Bleh. Sorry. No. Yeah, well, that's... Oh, wow. You hear that? That heck... Yeah, she's been in an accident before. For sure. Well, I'm not interested in this. I don't think I've ever looked at one of these up close before. I don't think we've ever shown one of these on video before. And there's just something about it I like. It still looks like a little Fiat, but it grew. It's like the grown-up Fiat, the parent Fiat. I like it. It's adorable. But I don't want this one, so let's move on to something else. Now, this is the Fiat that I'm used to. This is the one that I'm not really a fan of. I do believe we bought one of these on the channel one time at one point, and it actually turned out to be a decent little car. I don't really remember much about it. I think it was silver. I can't remember where we got it from, but I'm pretty sure we had one of these. And for what it is, it was all right, man. I'm not sure why this one's here. It's got a little scuff on the side. It looks like somebody ran over multiple parking blocks with this one. The wheel is bent there. 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 The tire is, well, slashed right there. It's got no tread on the tires. They took this one off-roading a little bit, guys. What a difference between this and that 500X. This thing is itty-bitty. Oh, gross. Oh, whoa, wow, how? How does that happen? Whoa, you see that steering wheel? That's all grime and grease and ew. What do you think the chances are this thing runs? I'll bet it runs, I do. Oh, you probably gotta put your foot on the brake. I really didn't want to put my body in here, but okay. No, she's dead as a doornail. I don't really want to start this one. This isn't. We got some. What are these, like some Pall Malls Virginia Slims? They're El Ducat menthol green. Well, there you have it, man. Oh, this one, this wheel's bent up too. Look, this rim is bent here. It's bent there. It's bent there. Good God. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, guys. And I know I'm being a little presumptuous, but I'm gonna say whoever drove this car was probably an alcoholic. Now here's a Cadillac. I love Cadillacs, guys. I have always loved Cadillacs. This is a DTS. It's gonna be the front wheel drive North Star. Took a little bit of front end damage. I gotta pop the hood to find out exactly how much, see if the airbags are blown, because this doesn't look like it's that bad. It looks like it's gonna need a condenser, it's gonna need a radiator, gonna need headlights, the bumper, the grille, the hood. Man. The hood's bent in a little bit, but I think the hood could be saved. Oh, damn. No joke. I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh, the hood ain't gonna get saved. The hood is peeled in half. So it needs a new hood. Not only that, but it needs this whole upper core support, which is no big deal. It looks like this is just a piece of aluminum. What I can't tell is, does it bolt in? It looks like maybe it does. You got a couple really thick bolts over here, the same thick bolts over here. It almost looks like you could unbolt this and pop this out. Of course, fan and everything's gonna need to be replaced. Then you gotta hope that it didn't get to the engine. I don't think it did, but it's definitely pushed things way back. Man, that is definitely worse than I thought it was. And these cars just aren't worth anything. And you know why? It's because of this right here, the North Star V8. Nobody wants one of these with a North Star V8, guys. Nobody. I do. I don't care. I like them. The hood still closes. You could drive this home. If it still has coolant in it, you could drive this home. That damage is a little more than I was expecting, guys. Thankfully, the lines still look good on the hood, the bumper, the fenders, everything still looks good. I don't think there's anything major other than that upper portion of the core support. You replace that, I think you'll be good to go. The upper core support, the radiator, the condenser, the headlights, the grille, the hood. Wow, yeah, you're starting to get into some parts and probably a little bit of money. Yokohama on the front with good tread. It looks like all four tires are in excellent shape. This one is a Road Hugger GTP. I don't know who Road Hugger is, but it's got good tread as well. Taking a look at the back, looks decent. I mean, it's kind of a basic silver Cadillac. You know, what do you want? We got another Road Hugger on the back here. Excellent tread. What do we got here? Just a little scuffing and dirt. And then a Goodyear over here. So we've got nothing but mismatched tires. Thankfully, they all have great tread. They've all got wonderful tread. They're just all really mismatched. I'm betting from a salvage yard, hell, maybe go to a pick apart, pull apart or something, you could probably get all of this, I'm gonna say $500, maybe $600, depending on where you go. I bet $500 or $600 you can get all this. The rest of the car looks really good. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, the grill is back here. It's too bad it's not usable, but oh, and the interior is filthy. I thought this was going to be a grandma car. No, I don't think so. It's pretty disgusting back here, guys. A lot of trash, Buc-ee's. It's dirty. It's a dirty car. It looks so good. It really did. From the outside, it looked so good. I thought this is going to be a grandma car for sure. And I haven't had a nice Cadillac like this on the channel in a long time. I'm talking a full size, a big Cadillac. Even though it's front wheel drive, I'd still take it. Yeah, this is absolutely filthy. It's got a key, no key fob, battery's dead. Mileage, not a clue. We get a hint right here. 6th area of 2022, it was showing 131,951. So she's got miles on her, guys. That was 2 years ago. It had 131,000 miles on it. So, you know, I usually like to jump start these cars, but as I've been doing this longer and longer, I really only want to save my booster pack for the ones that I think are worth starting. This one is going to be super high mileage. It's filthy on the inside, needs quite a bit of work to the front end, and it's a North Star. I'm going to pass. Now here's an oddball little car that I'll never understand. It's a 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia. Part of me kind of likes the little car, and the other part of me absolutely hates it. These little cars, for some reason, I see them coming up on the auction block all the time, and they go for crazy money. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, why? Why would these go for crazy money? I don't get it. They're not fast. They're not powerful. There's nothing exotic about them. They look cool. They're unique for sure, but I don't get it. And they're teeny tiny. Look how small they are on the inside. There's no room. I mean, you could fit. I mean, the average person would have no problem fitting in here. I can fit in here, no problem. It's just cramped. Or maybe I've just been look at this. What the hell? I can't even get my feet. Power seats, right? Oh, it's broken. Of course, this is like a Dodge. This is like a Fiat or a Chrysler. This thing is horrible. I mean, it's got a screen, and is this made by Fiat? I'm serious. There's a lot in here that kind of reminds me of, I'm sure it's not, but whoever had this seat up like this, good God. So here's the thing. The front seat has to be scooted way up, right? Way up, because I can't fit in here at all. And even with the seat all the way up, you could barely fit in the back seat. It's got the books. I don't get it. This one's got some, it's got some questionable damage on the other side. Looks like it smacked something pretty good. So look, I bet I can fit in the back with this seat up like this, but I want you to see how this is. I'm going to scoot all the way back, and I got my feet down. And I mean, obviously I've got room. If you were to sit that seat up and scoot it back, you could probably get a few more inches out of it. But I mean, there is, even with the seat all the way up, there is very little room back here. Thankfully, as you're sweating down your crack because of the limited space and the hard seats, not to worry, you've got these crappy little... If I could put the way this stupid little thing feels into words, I would, but I have none. This is so... It feels janky. What a piece of crap. I'm sorry. There's going to be these alpha lovers out there. They're going to get real mad at me for comparing this to like an old Fiat or something. But that's what it feels like. I swear to God, this thing feels like a Fiat. You got some damage to the dog leg, to the quarter. Honestly, who cares? You could patch that up, body fill it, whatever. I know it's aluminum, but believe me, people body fill this stuff all the time. This doesn't bother me. The suspension doesn't bother me either. The crack in the bumper down here, no big deal. None of this looks like it's difficult. Most likely a control arm or something in the back, maybe a tie rod or something back there has gotten bent. That's not a big deal. I just don't get it. And I already know this car is going to go for too much money. And I mean, obviously somebody went off-road because there's mud literally everywhere on this car. Let's pop the hood. See, even this kind of reminds me of, I don't know. I'm not going to say it anymore, but let's just pop the hood. Let's see what she's working with. I don't think I'm going to start this one because, like I said, they go for, oh, well, the hood doesn't open anyway. That's typical. Typical. Come on. She's stuck. Yeah, there must be dual latches, and the latch on this side seems to be stuck. That's perfect. I just want to pop the hood and see what the hell's under the hood here. There we go. Is that too much to ask? I guess from an Alfa Romeo Giulia, it is. Now, I already know we're going to find some little bitty four-banger. Ooh. Is this a 6? A turbo 6? I think it is. I think we got ourselves a rear-wheel drive, turbocharged 6-cylinder. I did not know these came with a turbo 6. That changes everything. Twin turbo, right? If we come over here, no? Wait a minute. I'm kidding, guys. It's a 4-cylinder. They make it look like a 6-cylinder by putting this big plastic cover over on it. You got a turbo on this side, guys. You got a computer, and I assume the intake is sitting. Yeah, intake is sitting over. It's a 4-banger. It's a little turbo 4. Not a clue what the horsepower ratings are. Let's see what the displacement is. 1 point what? It's a 2.0. Hey, I was wrong. It's a big little 4-banger. No. Nope. 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 Well, I think I have just found the love of my life. This is a pedal car. If you don't know what pedal is, I'll run it down for you real quick. Pedal's a company that buys cars from people. Yep, that's it. If you don't want to deal with selling your car to the general public, or if you've got a junk car, or if you have a great car, whatever the case may be, you just got a car you need to get rid of and you just don't want to deal with it, Pedal's where you go to. All right? You can send them your VIN, you can tell them about the car, any issues it has, condition it's in, and they'll make you an offer. If you accept the offer, they'll come and pick your car up and give you a check. It's one and done. It's really simple. Now, I'm not affiliated with Pedal in any way, shape, or form, but I have bought a lot of cars from them, including the 1998 Ford Explorer. My mint condition Ford Explorer came from them. All it needed was a fuel pump, guys, and that one brought me a ton of views, not to mention a ton of money at the sale. So there are some really good deals to be had when you buy from Pedal, but there's also some really bad deals to be had. So it's important that you do your best to look them over yourself, do your own due diligence, and have a little fun. For me, it's gambling, and I enjoy gambling, but instead of going to the slot machines or playing roulette, I play cars. This is what I do, man. This is what I love. I'd rather do this than go to the casino any day of the week. So 97, this is an 850, right? A 97 Volvo 850 T5. She is a nice red color. It looks like it's been sitting for a long time. So I bet this paint cleans up. It's got moss and mildew all over it. I guarantee you this thing's been sitting for many, oh yeah, spider webs, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We'll do the old sniff test here, and I guarantee it ain't gonna be good. It ain't good. That ain't good. Nope. My question is, what's a fuel pump like on one of these? Is it under the seat? Is it under the trunk mat, or is it another one you got to drop the tank on? We got some Firestone Affinity tires, and I'm looking for a date code. It just says W2T2. Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's got good tread, and I love these turbine-looking wheels, man. These things look really cool. Love the wheels. Paint and body, I bet, comes out pretty nice. You got a lot of this protective stuff peeling. What's great about it, though, is you could just peel all this off, and it's got a nice kind of brushed aluminum finish. That's what I would do. I'd rip all that off and just leave it with the brushed aluminum finish. Up front, same Firestone tire. Yeah, this has been parked forever. So obviously it doesn't run. I do believe these are timing belt motors, probably a 5-cylinder, something like that. Volvo was always kind of weird with that. This one is a DOT W20F. Oh, it's 2016. There it is right there, 25th week of 2016. So this is when the tires were put on. And that helps, believe it or not. You can see this thing's got brand new tread all the way around. So the tires are practically new. They were installed in 2016. You could do the math, right? 8 years. This thing has probably been sitting for maybe 6 or 7. I don't see an oil change sticker, so that doesn't help. Oh, well, the mileage is 131,854. It's got power. It does. It's got a charged up battery. I mean, we know it ain't gonna run, but it cranks. Sounds healthy. I don't see the tack moving at all. This is not too bad. The dashboard is in good condition. The headliner's in good condition. It's got a charged battery. It's got the books. Let's see if the important window works. There's a few things we can check. I may be interested in this. Important window works. Less important window works. Guys, I kind of want this. And I'm not joking. I really want this one. Let's pop the hood. Look at this door handle. How cool is this? Oh, I love this car. Watch out, Monkey Wrench Mike. I'm coming for you. I'm going to outdo you in my Volvo S60T. I'm kidding. I could not outdo him on the types of content he creates, man. He's got it down. I don't know how he does it, but he's got it figured out. See, why can't I get a rat car or a mouse car? Oh, that's all I want. I want something that's got like stuff under the hood, a bone under the hood. Mike has all the luck when it comes to these types of cars. Maybe I could get him to come down and help. He seems to know these things pretty well by now. Looks like we got a, like I said, a timing belt motor. Of course, it is a turbo. I don't see anything on here about a timing belt replacement being done. Lots of spider webs. Just everywhere. There's the battery. I'm shocked. This battery is still charged with spider webs all over. I mean, it's cranking the living heck out of it. It says turbo right there. I would almost be willing to bet this does not sound like it's got a broken timing belt. It cranks normally. It sounds like it's cranking healthy. I'll bet it's a fuel system issue. I do. I think if you got the fuel system sorted out on this thing probably fire right up. It'd probably fire. You throw some starting fluid in it, she'd probably come right to life. Let's check the oil. Oil looks good. A little dirty, but it looks good. Miles aren't too bad on this, guys. I like this a lot. Like, come on. Look how easy that hood closes, too. Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm going to have to do some Googling when I get home. This thing, it's honestly pretty awesome. I'd love to figure out is there a trunk button somewhere? That's for vent. You got info, whatever all this does. You got your climate control. You got your old school radio. Let's put the key in it again. Let's see if the radio comes to life. Power. Oh, it wants a code, which is probably in the book. Windows, lock, mirrors, winter, economy, sport, heated seats, ashtray, bass, treble, all of this good stuff. Let's see if it comes on. Yeah, the fan comes on. Guys. Lock, unlock, lights, but I don't see anything. Cruise control, horn. This thing is epic, man. I want it. I do. Let's go back to the trunk and see if it's got a button or something, or let's see what else is going on back there. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have mouse stuff in here? Possibly. We might. Maybe. Oh, hold up. Ew. Yes. We have mouse poop. Yes. Oh, wow. I've never been so excited about finding mouse poop everywhere. Yes. There is mouse poop everywhere. Okay, I'm feeling real good now. Looks like you got to put the key in it. What do you guys think? Is this something we should bring to the channel? Guarantee it's going to go for next to nothing. It could be fun. Maybe we could even convince Monkey Wrench Mike to come down and help mess with it. I couldn't help it. I went ahead and put a bid on it. It's non-public, which means only dealers can bid on it. No dealers want this. None. It ends in less than 24 hours, and I am winning it for $125, guys. I'm excited about this one. This might be coming to the channel really soon. I think that is a perfect way to end the video, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because I'm so excited. One more time. I'm so excited about this little Volvo. You have no idea. I hope you're excited as well. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.